If you're into that 80s vibe, you can check out the Club Vector clothing range. Link for that is down below, as is the link for U7 Buy. Cut out the nonsense of FIFA points and the random gamble, and just go straight to the source. Use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the road to glory. You may think that I'm wearing the same clothes I have done the last 3 episodes. I have. I'm recording it on the same day. I'm going to do the gameplay and the post-com and the live section at the end if we have one separate to this, but I want to get this built now while I can so that over the next couple of days I can actually play this, okay? So, we are going to use the draft token to enter, and I'm hoping for a 4-1-2-2, a 4-1-2-2 wide and narrow. That's the first time I've ever been given any of them. I am tempted to take the wide so that we can have wingers in there, because I play with wingers even though I do like to play narrow in game. So I will take the 4-1-2-2 wide. It just makes more sense for me personally. I mean, do we take what we know, or do we move away from what we don't and go for Nakata? He does have a shadow on him. He's going to make him particularly quick. He's going to be a decent sort of... I don't know whether he'd be a good cam or not, though. I think I will take Nakata. What's his agility like? Oh, maybe not, actually. Pick one, and I already have a dilemma on my hands. Do I go for Jadon Sancho? What's his passing like? 85 vision, 85, and his stamina 80. Okay, I'll take Sancho then. We'll go for Sancho. Why not? Let's do the opposite side next, because that makes it harder for myself, and I like that apparently. Do we go for Bernard there? Kind of got to, right? Let's go for Bernard. This is not making life easy for me. I kind of need an icon here. I was kind of hoping for an icon. It didn't give me one. I might go for Marco Reus and just try and go Bundesliga on this. If I don't go Marco Reus, I've got to go like David Silva. It just doesn't make any sense. Let's go for Reus. Striker-wise, I mean, what good Bundesliga strikers are there? Yeah, exactly. I mean, Aguero for the link to Bernard, or Ronaldo, because it's Ronaldo. Do I go for Ronaldo and just risk a super sub? The 4-1-2-2 is probably the worst formation to take because of links. You need to go like one full league, and I'm not going to be able to do it. So I'm either tempted to take Mertens or Ronaldo for the bench. I'm going to take Ronaldo for the bench, I think. Let's go for the second striker. There are no good Bundesliga strikers apart from Lewandowski, who I'm not a massive fan of, unless he has a hunter on him. Now Roberto Firmino does, and he's Brazilian, so I think I'm going to go for that. Is he a cam? He is, yeah. Okay. Let's go for Roberto Firmino up top. Let's go for the right back and see if we can get maybe Peace check. They don't give you the SBC cards here, though, do they? So, Lena with a hunter, for some reason, gives us a nice soft link, but he's not the best, is he? Let's go for Lena. This is a tremendous? No, terrible. This is a terrible draft. Already, I can feel that this just isn't going to be it. We're going to have to switch to Premier League. We're just not getting the Bundesliga players. I'm going to take Kante, and I tell you what, if we get Premier League players all the way across the defence here, I'm just going to take them. So, I mean, I could go... Yeah, see, we're going to go for Masuaku. Masuaku? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, dear. Oh, God. I mean, Hubner, right? But no, I'm going to take Cathcart. He's got a shadow. Best of a bad bunch there. And finally, our final centre-back. If he had a shadow on him, we'd be laughing. He doesn't. We could take a Kanji. Not that I'm that happy about it, but if I have to, I could play him out of position because he does have a hunter. We'll take a Kanji. I'd rather have him there than Otamendi anyway, even if he is off chem. And for the goalkeeper, we could take Berkey because it gets us a link to a Kanji. We're kind of half committing to the Bundesliga, even though I just said let's just go Premier League and be done with it. I'm going to take Berkey. Chances are I'm going to get a Premier League goalkeeper here anyway. Let me just take the keeper. I don't normally do this. I normally leave this to last. Yeah, there we go. So we've been given a Premier League goalkeeper. We'll take Hugo Lloris. So now we've got 2 outs there. Let's go and do the... Let's do the reserves first. Then we'll do the defence because I kind of want to make sure we have what we have. So we'll take Figo. And I'm going to try and move away from the Bundesliga if I can. And obviously now we've got a link to Ronaldo as well. But if I can move away from the Bundesliga, I will, because it just didn't work out for us. Maybe take Heung-min Son, put him in there instead of Ronaldo. I mean, what other option do I have? He's got a hunter on him as well. That could be dangerous. Let's pop him in there for now, so that we have Ronaldo on 7 chem. I'm not happy about it, we know that, but we'll take Trent, I think, because that, well, we've got a link, I suppose, but it's either that or Martial. I hate Martial in this game, and we have Bernard anyway, so we'll take Trent. We'll swap those. Now I need a Premier League centre-back, and we're laughing. Could go for Neymar for that sub. Could go for Koulibaly for that sub. He's got a shadow on him as well. I'm tempted to take Koulibaly instead of Neymar, because we'd have Royce, we'd have Sancho, we could potentially have Ronaldo as a super sub as well if we get a Premier League striker. I'm tempted to take Koulibaly because at the moment Neymar doesn't do enough and he doesn't have a chem style. I'm going to take Koulibaly. I'm not going to play him. I might bring him on as a sub instead of either Cathcart or, well, maybe not a Kanji, but definitely instead of Cathcart right now. We do need a Premier League defender though. We've got Aspili Willy, we've got Kevin De Bruyne who works a treat in there instead of Ronaldo. Swap him and Son around, and then we've got ourselves a 5-star weak foot cam, which is very, very important. Or we take Aspilicueta and play him out of position as a centre-back, but then he'd be on 7 chem, but then he would put 3 other people on 10 chem, so it's got an anchor on him as well, so he's not the slowest. He's got, what, 75 pace? I'm going to regret it, I know I am, but I am going to take Dave. Oh, do I, or do I take Kevin De Bruyne? I'm going to take De Bruyne as a stupid, stupid decision to make. I didn't mean to do that. Let me take Ronaldo out. Right, so that's what I want to do. I'm good for the team, apart from the defence. I'm good for super subs. We've got Ronaldo, Royce, and Sancho if we need to bring them on. What I need is a Premier League centre-back, and we are done. Right, I'm happy. Okay, now I've got a decision. Do I take Robertson and play him off chem? Or do I take Alderweireld? We've got to take Alderweireld there, haven't we? Yeah, I think so. Pop him in instead of a Kanji. We can take him out, put Lloris in, and happy days. We've got 100 chemistry, and everyone's good. Now we can just breathe and take whatever we need, right? So we'll take Cresswell, I think. No, we'll take Kolasinac. I think I'd rather play Kolasinac at centre back than I would Cathcart. What's Cathcart's pace with a? See, I mean, it's just 48 speed, and I think I'd rather just play Kolasinac there, unless we can get another centre back, which we're not going to. I know. I was going to say we're due Silvers, so there they are. Let me take him because he's probably the most legendary one there. Gundogan? For whom? No one exactly. If we had a seat, no, we don't. Okay, fine. They're all German. That's a crazy selection. Every single player there is German. I might take Gundogan and bring him on for Bernard or something later on in the game. I don't really care for Bellarabi. Maybe Messi for the sub. I would prefer Messi, even if he does have a shadow over Neymar anyway. So we'll take Messi. And our final pick in this draft is a bum pick. Mahrez or Jimenez? Jimenez with a hunter. Could be interesting. I don't care for Mahrez, and we don't care about the rest of them. No, let's take Jimenez. So, Jimenez with a hunter. How many? What does that do, pace-wise? Gives us 93 sprint speed, and gives us 83 acceleration. Pretty good finishing. I mean, if I get a Premier League manager, that actually could be better than Roberto Firmino. Although Roberto Firmino does have a hunter as well, so maybe I'm talking out my arse. Yeah, I am. Forget what I said. Let's pick up the manager. Pick up the manager, and away we go. Give me a Premier League manager. You never get them. I mean, they must be extinct. We've got to take him for comedic value, surely. What other nationalities do we have? Portuguese? Screw it, we'll take him. Portuguese. We don't have any English players in there anyway. And there we go. So 186. I mean, I probably could have got it higher actually if I'd put all the players on the bench and all the rest of it. But I really don't care about the aesthetics of it. That's an 87 already. We'll take the silver out. We'll take a Kanji off the bench. We'll put Royce on it. There you go. So could have had a 188. Here's what it is. Does it really matter? I don't know what the record is, but I'm really not bothered about it. That's a great looking draft. I'm a big fan of it. The problem I have realistically is that we're going to get knocked out first round. Not quite the first round knockout I was expecting, but it's not far off. So, first opponent that we play is a typical game of FIFA for me, and you go on about the same things every single time you make a video. Every tweet I see is the same comment. I can't help it. If the game is like this, then you should be expecting to see the same thing from me. So this game was straightforward for about 58-60 minutes. It was just a case of how many goals can I score. I was just battering this guy. He couldn't get out of his own half. He couldn't... he could put a few passes together, to be fair, but I was on the ball, right? I was my positioning in defence was really, really good. I was cutting the passing lanes off really well. Heemskerk is an absolute delight. Figo gets in there to score the first goal. To be fair, when I scored that, I thought, right, one more goal and this guy's going to leave, because up until that point, he probably had about 4% possession. He just couldn't get near the ball. And I was really enjoying it, honestly. I thought this is a fun game. The gameplay was nice and responsive. I was trying to use that... look at that. I really should have scored. That was a great save from the keeper. Really should have scored it. But I'm using L1 or LB a lot on the ball, which is obviously that sort of... I don't know what it is, like a strafe or a shuffle. If you're up against a quote-unquote lesser player, they don't know how to defend it. And you'll see evidence of it, I think, for the second goal here in just a second. So they just don't know how to defend. You can literally bring it back, shuffle around. I think we do it. Oh no, we don't do it here. We do it though. You've seen it before in the video. You bring it back, you shuffle it round. They go the opposite way, chasing you literally, and then you've created the space you can run into. If you're up against a good player or a player on your level, chances are you won't be able to do that effectively that often. Now and again in a game you'll do it because they won't be expecting it if you only do it now and again. We got a bit of luck there, rubber the green, 60 minutes with 3-0 up. I'm completely comfortable, and then all of a sudden I can't touch the ball, my passes are going all over the place, and my opponent has turned into Tex. I press pause there because I've had enough and I've quit. No, I'm joking. I made a sub, I tried to change things, it didn't work, the momentum stayed with him. Honestly, right, up until that point, I honestly think I'd had around 65% possession. I was rampant. And as soon as I scored that third goal, I couldn't get the ball. We've said it before, but, you know, and that Fuji clip I linked the other day, there has to be some sort of dynamic difficulty in this game. You can't explain it away. And as soon as he scored that second, I thought, here we go, we're going to concede a third. But then the game just switched back again. My players become responsive. We brought Messi and Ronaldo on. They were an absolute dream to use, although Ronaldo really should be hitting the target from, 10 yards out. We ended up winning the game 3-2 because as soon as he scored that second, the game relinquished control and gave me the controls back, essentially, and I was able to just control the last sort of 5 or 10 minutes. That Heemskerk that we've just come up against, by the way, tore me a new one. He is such a good player, and when Tottenham progress through the groups, he's going to get even better, which is just scarier. So Nakata, of all people, scores a header there, and then I think we concede a goal to Heemskerk. If the first game was just a signal of FIFA 20 in general with momentum shifting, that game was anything but. That guy was just better than me. There was absolutely no sort of mechanic shifting of any kind. He scored twice. I battled my way through and tried to get back into the game, but he was just too good. You know, some people can battle through the crap. You know, you get bad gameplay or whatever, but some people can just, the momentum shift, you can just battle through it, and that's what makes a good player, and that guy was a good player. I'd be very surprised if he finished anything other than elite every week in Weekend League. So we picked up some bad packs, but it was a free entry anyway, so it's all for nothing, and I'm not too sad about it because, like I said, we lost 3-0 against that guy. I battled back as much as I could. I had a couple of shots. I really wasn't expecting to get anything. And we only ended up conceding one more goal in that game. He did start to showboat a fair bit, to be fair, but I don't hold it against him. I would do exactly the same thing if I was that good at the game. So, unfortunately, that's it. Let me know where you finished with your free draft token, assuming you've played that many games, of course. I think it's only 5 games. But yeah, let me know what happened with your free draft token. Did you go on and win the draft? Did you get knocked out first round? Do you normally go very far in the draft? I enjoy the idea of it, and I see people posting, draft over Weekend League, and they're showing their 45k coins and their 50k packs and stuff, and I just can't win it consistently. I just bottle it every single time. But, maybe we'll just keep plugging away this year and see if we can take a couple of weekends off and just play drafts and hopefully get good enough where we can consistently get to the final. That would be really nice. But that is going to mark the end of today's episode. Tomorrow we will go for Red Van Dijk and look forward to that one. If you have enjoyed today's episode, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.